Cost of living continues to weigh on San Diegans, but tonight there is some positive news on rent.
A new survey finds that the average for rent has actually dropped slightly over the past year, and San Diego is no longer among the most expensive rental markets in the nation. But for many lower income families, finding affordable housing is still a serious struggle.
CBS 8's Richard Allen is here with more on what a new housing report is revealing about the true price of paradise.
Stephanie and Carlo, that's right. The California Housing Partnership just released this new Affordable Housing Needs Report. And while the rental market here in San Diego has been slightly cooling in the past 12 months, San Diegans still need to earn about 3 times the minimum wage, about more than $50 an hour, to afford the average rent countywide.
Simply put, our research shows those who keep San Diego running cannot afford to live here.
Danielle Mazzella of the California Housing Partnership says San Diego's low-income residents are still struggling to make ends meet. In San Diego County, a family of 4 making roughly $140,000 a year or less is considered low income.
These households spend far too much on rent, leaving very little for food, childcare, and other necessities.
There are some bright spots in this new report.
San Diego County saw meaningful increases in affordable housing production over the last year, thanks to prior investments.
In fact, roughly 7,000 rent-restricted units were either newly built or acquired this past year, a 90% increase over the previous year.
However, in the last fiscal year, there was a significant decrease to the tune of $71 million in state and federal funding to support more housing going forward.
That's a nearly 10% decrease in both state and federal dollars. Currently, about 130,000 low-income renter households lack access to affordable homes, according to this report.
We may be reaching an inflection point, a place where the crisis isn't deepening at the same rate, but it's still deep. It's far from resolved.
While the affordability crisis persists, a new survey released by the real estate website Zumper shows that San Diego is no longer in the top 10 most expensive rental markets. While still number 12, it shows average rents have dipped by more than 2% over the past year, now about $2,200 a month for a 1-bedroom apartment.
Pleasantly surprised. Housing has been really stressful for people living in San Diego, and it's good news that we're no longer in the top 10.
USD economics professor Alan Jin points to an increase in apartment construction as a major driver behind these cooling rents.
The rate of construction in San Diego for apartments is double what we've seen in other major cities in California. If you look on a per capita basis, that has helped in terms of keeping the rents then in check.
And to take a closer look at this newly released Affordable Housing Needs Report, just go to CBS8.com, click on the online version of this story.
And I understand this report connects the housing situation, the prices, to the homelessness situation in San Diego.
Well, that's right. It points out that on any given night, there's about 8,000 shelter beds available, but that doesn't cover the number of homeless people on any given night, almost 10,000 San Diegans without a place to sleep. So it also points out, one homeless advocate pointed out that senior citizens right now are experiencing a disturbing rise in the rate of homelessness.
Largest growing group in that sector right now. Very upsetting, but good to see some progress being made. We got so much longer.
There's a glimmer of hope
so
there.
much further to go.
Yes.
Thanks, Richard.
Thank you.